Hello and welcome to Affinity. I've been looking at ways of separating the colors from the monochrome elements in an image, and here's something I've come across. If I hit Ctrl J and I'm going to get me another layer, I'm going to turn off the bottom layer here because I'm only going to work on this. First of all, I'm just going to look at a picture here to explain something of what's happening. Every pixel has got a red, green and blue element to it, and we're going to look at the thing whereby you can got the minimum layer where they're all visible. So this is sort of like a white component, and the maximum level, so the maximum one here, so the ones above this, it's none of them, and it's a sort of black component. So what we're going to do is go to Filters, Apply Image. Then we'll hit Use Current Layer as Source and Equations so that we can type things in here. We're going to leave the red, green and blue alone because we want to use that. So we're going to work on the alpha here. And alpha is simply transparency. And if I put in maximum, put that maximum layer of SR, SG, SB, close brackets, and it goes from red then to white, which means here it is, it's working, it's accepted the formula and sets the maximum value of red, green and blue. And you can see what's happened here is the black has kind of disappeared. And we still got the white and we still got color. So I'm going to apply that image on that, just apply that. Now we've got this here, and if I turn on the bottom layer, you can see that it's factory filled in exactly the same because it's the original image. All I've done is sort of made something transparent, so put that underneath, it'll pick it up and put it back to as it was. But now I can do things with this top layer. I can do something like if I put on a curves layer like this, then I can play around here and notice the blacks are not changing because they're not in it. The whites, however, are. If I turn this up here, you can see this starts to burn out. If you go around, that sort of darkens it, but the colors are being affected as well. If I go to the red down here, so I'm affecting just the reds. So for example, if I want these reds here, the reds are standing out a bit too much, maybe I want to turn down the reds. I do affect these reds in here as well, so you need to watch out for that, but also it affects the reds in the whites. If you want to get past the whites, then we need to do something slightly different. So I'm going to make that invisible, click on the original background layer, hit Ctrl J again to get another one, and now back again to Filters, Apply Image, Current Layer as Source, Equations, and back again, just change the transparency. Start off with that max. But now I'm going to do minus the minimum, which effectively sets the transparency based on that layer where the colors are varying between the minimum where below that they're all on and the maximum above which they're all off. So I'm going to apply that and turn off the bottom layer. Now we can see we've still got color mentioned in here, but now we've got the whites have been taken out, the blacks are still taken out, we've still got color in here. What will be left in the original picture, there was still some color, but this lets you address color issues quite well without affecting the blacks and whites. So if I go to adjustments, for example, on curves, I can now go up and down here so we can affect that. Let's turn on the bottom layer so you can see the overall effect. And now I can brighten up and darken it, but I'm not affecting the whites now. See, I'm not burning out the tint when I turn it right up. And I'm not affecting the blacks as well. So this is a quite quick way to adjust the brightness without affecting blacks and whites. So I'm going to go down here to the master and just look at the reds. Now if I turn down the reds, I'm turning this down here. I am affecting, however, the greens and numbers because this is all the colors together. But you can see the sort of thing you can do. So that's a couple of ways of separating out color from black and white. Gives you another tool in the toolbox. There you go, and thank you very much for watching.